Hi everyone, this is Dennis from Guitar Lessons Ithaca, and today we're going to be talking about funk guitar strumming. Now, some of my students, the younger students, are turning me on to new funk bands like Corey Wong and Lawrence and bands like that. And I'm glad to see that funk is still, very popular. And so, in particular, we were looking at Nile Rodgers, who's like the classic funk guitarist. And so, this is what it's like and why you might think about getting a teacher. Because so I'm going to type in funk guitar Nile Rodgers, and you can see I already looked at the link here. So I pull up this guitar player article, and this is the thing about the internet. You can read all about Nile Rodgers, and you can learn his transcriptions of his parts. But number one, it can be cumbersome to read the tab there, or if you don't read. First of all, if you don't read standard notation, even if you do read standard notation, that's tough to read right there, which means you might be looking at the tab. But if you don't read standard notation, you're not going to know the rhythm. You're not going to know how it sounds. That's one thing. So my student wanted to do "Get Lucky" from Daft Punk, and so this is the transcription. The chords are easy enough. It's just B minor, D, F sharp minor, and E. So that's no problem. But look at that strum pattern. Can you read that? Chances are you can't. And if you can't, how are you going to hear how it sounds and whether you're doing it right? That's only part one. Part two is, are you going to know the order of the steps to take to get where you want to go and to have the self-discipline to get there? So in order to get the student to play the Daft Punk song at tempo with the correct strumming, here's what we had to do. We had to first get the first bar of that PDF I just showed you online, which I printed out. Just the first bar. It would be at, oh, and by the way, this is halftime. The tempo of the tune is 119, so half of that is 58. So the first step was, all right, so he had to take that through the whole progression at half speed, like. Right, so I'm not going to do the whole thing, and then gradually work that up to 70 BPM, to 80 BPM, 90 BPM, 100 BPM, and then finally the 119. And so it would sound like. Alright, so, and then I made a backing track I made a loop of only 4 bars of that tune. And then we jammed along to that with only the rhythm from the first bar. It was something like this. Okay, and mind you, that's only the first bar of the rhythm. There's 4 of these to learn. So we had to learn each of those 4 rhythms at 58 BPM, speed it up 10 clicks per, and it's like having a coach. Like, could you really do all that? Would you have the self-discipline to do all that on your own? Would you even know the steps to take? Probably not. So he left being able to play the whole tune exactly like Nile Rodgers plays it. And then, of course, that's going to pervade into all his funk guitar playing. That's what it's all about. It's not just showing you one song that you may want to learn. It's something that's stylistically appropriate so that you can then use that technique or that concept or whatever it is and apply it to all your playing for the rest of your life. And so not only did I do all that with him, but I gave him to take home all the loops that I made, every song in this article, just the 4-bar loop that he can vamp to, and the examples of me playing the comping at half speed and at speed. This is in the example of the Get Lucky at 58 that he can listen to. Right? And then I also demonstrated at 100%. Because I'm concentrating on fretting it. And I talk about some of the pitfalls to watch out for. So here it is at speed. variations too. So I clearly, tooting my own horn because I go the extra mile for my students. And if you come in for a free trial and you see that these lessons are a good fit for you, I'll go the extra mile for you too. All right, here it is, Nile Rodgers, Daft Punk's Get Lucky.